What's up, you crazy, sexy, cool Virgos? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. My name's Annie. So happy to have the Virgo gang out there with me. We are going to do a fun little tarot spread for you all about romance and love and passion and sex and all the good stuff. We'll see what comes out for my Virgo gang, for Virgo. So if you don't currently have a person, this energy could represent someone coming in that you haven't met yet. Could also represent someone that you've already dealt with or are dealing with, right? But yeah, welcome. Did I mention I'm the Intuitive Teacup? I have to say my name here on my YouTube channel. Hi, I'm the Intuitive Teacup. I'm sorry if I already said that. Anyway, I'm all up in your energy, Virgo. I got lost in myself. Anyway, yeah, so here on YouTube, guys, I do general messages. That means not everything I say will resonate with you. It's up to you guys to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. Ultimately, I ask that you only take away messages for your best and highest good, whatever you feel those are, right? Highly recommend you take away only the messages that resonate with you, that speak to you, that serve you in some capacity, motivate you, inspire you, confirm something you need to hear, or the opposite, illuminate you to something new. If something feels strange or foreign, drop it like it's hot. That means it's probably not your message. I'm probably connecting with someone else's energy out there. Have faith that it is going out to someone else who needs to hear it, right? It won't always be your story. I'm sorry for that, but those are the nature of a generalized message here on YouTube, right? Okay, last but not least, everything else about this video you will want to know will be in that description box below, including the decks I'm using here today. Got my standard trusty old Rider-Waite, as well as my social media channels. That's all in the box below. If you want to book a personal, information will be down there for you. That's about it. Like, share, subscribe wherever you can. Call to action, Virgo. I think I've said this before. I am so close to reaching my goal this month of 2K subscribers. So if you haven't already, if you could pretty please hit that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. If you don't want the notifications, that's fine. Just don't hit the wiggly bell next to it. But yeah, I'm trying to grow this channel, so if you can help me with that, I would be much appreciated. All right, so let's do it. So your overall energy is coming up as the Lovers. I like that. It could be that you're thinking of a Gemini. You may have strong Gemini in your chart, but let's be real. You're wanting to find your lover. That's funny, is your back is right up against them. They're right there, but there's something about you don't recognize them as the romantic suitor. This could be a best friend, someone you lean on for support, but they have feelings for you. You just never have looked at them like that. It could be a Libra or someone, or you yourself, Virgo, could be, is that a cusp? Yeah, a Virgo-Libra cusp. Something about that could be important. Particularly, this could potentially be a female looking at you, though it doesn't have to be. But even if it's a same-sex couple, there's a female that's locked eyes on you, and I do want to say in a romantic way. Particularly a fire sign female, Aries, Leo, Sag, though it could be a male as well. I'll go with that. There's definitely a fire sign interested in you, Virgos. Let's see. So coming up in your mental sector, you too are thinking about the fire sign, actually, and there might be multiple signs going on here. Because, yeah, this is, I'm almost getting a storyline of a best friend has a crush on you that you don't realize they have a crush on you. But then either you might be married or you might be considering someone else. Guys, we're 2 cards in and there's already third-party energy here. Stop it, Virgo. All right, moving on. Let's look at this a little bit more. So then coming up in your heart space, you have a Tower and an Ace of Pentacles. So this is an unusual Tower in that it's not like the holy shit, my life is falling apart. It's just not. It's not that kind of Tower. You sense an electricity, a vibe with someone where you're willing to take a huge risk or leap of faith in order to go after something new. So here's what I actually like about this. I think most of you returning people know I'm not here to tell you false messages and you know, I'm not here to glamorize a Tower card if it is in fact the holy shit card, right? Something about this, though, your intuition is guiding you in the right direction, because whatever it is that you're thinking of moving away from, be it a person or it could even be a job, there's something about it. I hate to say this because it sounds so scary, but it's not. It's doomed. It was destined to fail. So your inclination of particularly jumping from one person to the next, there's something about either the current person or the past person. It was never started on a settled ground or it was never something that was well-rooted. It could have just been something where you guys had an attraction, but there was never a commitment in place to one another. Or it could indicate a divorce, and I'm not necessarily predicting this recently. This could have been years ago. Something about wanting to move away from what is familiar because you're excited about this new opportunity, this new token. But it's almost like what you're pursuing as, oh, it's a big risk or it's a big hassle or it's a risky move. It's really not. It seems like what you're going towards is actually much better suited for you. So it does kind of seem like you're being pulled in a newer direction. And it could be that if you're already married to a fire sign or with a fire sign, they may have control issues. They might be very jealous. That might be the person you're looking to distance yourself from too. It's possible you're interested in going after a Scorpio or another earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I just heard Marsha, Marsha, Marsha. I don't know what that's about. Is that somebody's name? I don't know what that's about. And there is something about a same-sex couple is in here. So even if you're bisexual or something like that, that energy is very strong in this reading, Virgo. All right, so then let's go into your overall action. You're calling up You're calling someone on their bullshit because they have control issues. This could also be your boss. Some of you may be mouthing off to your boss that you're really, and I feel like I've gotten this message for you before, Virgo, that you're kind of done with someone. And so I'm not necessarily thinking you're leaving, but you're speaking your mind, like no holds bar. You're letting it all hang out with someone who has extreme control issues. For those of you interested in an Aries, you are going to be communicating with them. You are going to be initiating the action on communicating with them because this person that's coming up in your spread, you're interested in them. For some of you, it's someone that you're wanting to like tear them a new one. For others of you, you're letting them know like you need to release control, like you're suffocating me, I don't feel free. Or if it's a romantic, thing, particularly with an Aries, I'm being called to say Aries, it's indicating that you're going to them because you have lots to say, but that could also mean flirtation and romance. So yeah, you have Aries and Gemini coming up and a lot of fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag, again, a Scorpio, a lot coming up here. Anyway, let's hop into your person's energy here. So they're presenting either as a Libra or someone who's like trying to keep things in balance. This could be someone who works for the government, someone who's potentially ending or starting a new contract. That could be a marriage contract. That could be a work contract. This person may already have children, I'm getting. And they definitely have passion for you. But if this is someone you're fooling around with, they're absolutely, it's like pertinent. It is crucial to them that you keep it a secret. Something about that. So, I mean, that's kind of an unusual message. And maybe it's just that you were offered a job, but it hasn't been announced yet, if this has to do with a contract. For others of you, it's like this person may actually be married, and if you're fooling around with them, they're like, you cannot tell anyone. Maybe it's this Aries that has control issues. For a lot of you, it feels like a Libra. Yeah, this Libra has, or I shouldn't say Libra, this person has a child, or they are very childlike, and it's not so much that wonderment, joy type childlike energy. They're very immature. Sorry guys, gotta say it. Doesn't mean you can't hang out with them, doesn't mean they're not your person, but there's an element of this person that's very immature. They don't like to face reality, and if this is like I don't condone this on my channel, but I try not to judge. Everybody's situation is drastically different, and Lord knows I don't know your guys' history, so I'm presenting these messages with my authentic truth and reading these cards. I'm not passing judgment on you. I'm not telling you what to do, but, so here's the message here. This person likes hanging out with you, particularly if this is an extramarital affair, which again, I don't necessarily condone, but it's your reading, not mine. They like it because it sets them free from having to deal with the responsibility of being an adult. Being with you, Virgo, it's very easy, it's very fun. I'm not necessarily thinking this person is looking for a forever commitment with you, but the immaturity of them is that they don't have like the balls or the whatever, male or female. They won't man up or woman up to actually admit to their wife or their husband that they don't want to be there anymore. It's almost like, well, I'm married, so don't tell them. And so you, Virgo, you may actually be questioning this authority or this structure of order. It's like, but you're not happy. You don't like your wife. You don't like your husband. And we have such great chemistry together. Well, I have a child. It's complicated. But you don't love them, or not your child, but maybe, I don't know, that came out for a reason. It's like you're playing devil's advocate with this person, trying to like prove your case. It's like, you know, being on the jury. It's like you're trying to prove to them that you should let me in. It indicates that you threaten the tradition, the security, the safety of their household. I am getting this household has problems, but this person very much glosses over it. They don't want you to peek inside and like pick apart and examine all of. It's very buttoned up. I'm getting the, and it may have to do with religion. This person is probably married, and something about the institution of marriage, that is that, and it's in writing and it's in the books, and there's no wiggle room is what I'm getting there. It's a very interesting message. I'm getting the metaphor of that movie American Beauty. You know, the tagline for that is look closer, right? On the exterior, it's like this nice, cute, like, you know, almost nuclear family, but then you get to know each character and they're all freaking bananas, right? And I'm not, again, passing judgment. I'm not saying your person is crazy, but they're very concerned about their image. I am being called to say something about a Libra. They're very concerned about their image and the way they present to the world. The irony is that they're only their authentic self with you, Virgo, but they want to keep that a secret. There's a sense of shame or guilt about what you guys are doing. This does feel very, very third party. I'm calling it like I see it. In their mind, they're absolutely terrified that you're going to tell their secret. They're terrified that you're going to speak your truth, and it's going to risk them people they love in their life. And that's the thing, that's the irony, is that you may mouth off to your person even though you love them because it's coming from a place of I want to be with you. Like, make me your person, ditch the wife, ditch the husband, or the opposite, ditch the third party, because, you know, maybe you're the married one and you're trying to gather your ducks together, get your ducks in a row with your person, because maybe this is a shaky household. Maybe someone's making offers to somebody outside the household. Again, these energies can go different ways. There's like a temptress or a seductress, and I have to be honest, it is being relayed to me as a female. There's multiple, this could all be same sex, right? Same gender. If not, there's 2 females and 1 male. That's what I'm getting with this. Very clearly. You threaten the safety and security and the stability of the house they've built, but that's what I mean. The house they've built, it's American Beauty. It's this beautiful red rose, but it's got thorns all over it. It's not as glamorous and beautiful as this person wants the world to see. This person is definitely fearful of how people view them. They are very susceptible to judgment and criticism, and it's almost like they've spent time creating this life or this world for themselves, but they feel it crumbling bit by bit, and so they're trying to preserve every ounce of what's left. Probably to protect their child in a sense, if this person does have a child. But again, I'm being called to say, if they don't, there's an immaturity about this person where they don't want to face the music. They don't want to understand that final judgment, the cycle is closing. Something here is changing. The tower, significant changes, right? They're blocking their eyes. They're shielding their eyes because they don't want to see the truth. They don't want to admit it. They don't want to admit that they do have feelings for you, potentially more feelings for you than this other person. Oh, Lord. I just had an epiphany. Anyway, this has nothing to do with you. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Give me just 1 second. I have to refocus here. I apologize. I know some of you are pleased to hear this message. That's all I was thinking. Anyway. Okay, moving on. So your person's emotional heart space, well, it's overflowing with a cup of love. But there's 1 cup here, isn't there? So in a sense, this is also saying to me this person has the potential to be very selfish with their love. It's also saying to me there isn't room for third-party stuff. They need to choose a cup. They need to choose a person. It's coming up in their heart space, so to me that is their emotional truth. I don't think this person is trying to be a player or trying to lead people on, but this ultimate decision they have to make of whom or what they're going to cut out of their life, it's tremendously difficult for them. I'm actually getting tears. They cry a lot. Again, they probably have never shown you that side of them. There's a whole like secret other life almost. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, but I actually don't think most of you are. There's like, they live this whole other life, but there might be even some self-hatred because they look at what they're doing and they're not pleased with themselves. This could stem from childhood insecurities. Something about this person had a very rough childhood where they felt like they didn't get enough time and attention and love, and so they constantly are seeking to fill their cup in the arms of other people, but they lack commitment. It's almost like they fell in love with the first person who offered them any sort of love, and so they were like, lock it down, marry that man, marry that woman. And then they got into a marriage and they realized they weren't actually happy. But there's a fear of losing any type of love for this person, even if it's being like rejiggered or reallocated with a new person. I think you, Virgo, in a sense, they're childlike and they're greedy. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. Because God forbid somebody stops loving them, then it's like they want to fall back. Oh, I'm sorry, Virgo. I know these messages are hard. And I just want to emphasize, I'm not judging anybody here. Everybody walks a different path in life. But this spread is problematic to me for multiple reasons. But you know what? This person could potentially have a change of heart and decide to make some sort of final cut or make some sort of final decision and offer a commitment with it could be with a Taurus potentially that you're thinking of, though it doesn't have to. This is a card of marriage. So someone could literally decide to sever the marriage, right? And open up their network, expansion energy, Jupiter, to let someone else in. But right now they're currently presenting as the two. Which one? They have Two of Swords and they have Two of Pentacles. So multiple people, multiple decisions. Eventually, here's the thing. I do think they make a decision. If they're dealing with a Capricorn, they're probably going to offer their love to a Capricorn, unless that's your person, in which case that's good. That's a confirmation for you. Ultimately, a lot of them do decide to walk away from something that once was emotionally fulfilling, but is no longer. This could go so many different ways, you guys, but they do make a decision to move on to one person or the other. They choose to offer one pentacle. That's what I mean. They whittle it down to the one, right? They whittle it down to that choice and love. They do offer that pentacle to a lot of you. It feels like it could go in your direction. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is coming up as a very positive card to me. And again, this earth energy, it doesn't have to be a Capricorn. This could represent you as well. I almost called you Taurus. Interesting. There's maybe multiple earth signs going on here, but they do make a decision. Is it going to be you? It could be. It could be. I almost feel like it's 50-50. And that's not a cop-out. It's just everybody's story is a little bit different. Even if they choose you, Virgo, you may decide that, nah, like you never treated me like I was the one, so now that you're coming like crawling on your hands and knees, it's like I don't even want it anymore. Some of you might decide to reject or decline the offer because this person caused some upheaval in your life that was very frustrating. Let's clarify this. Let's do this deck. This person has a tremendous amount of self-healing to do, particularly if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. I don't know why I said it like that. It's because my card was falling. My Sagittarius. Something about that is important. You may have a new Sagittarius coming in that's interested in you, Virgo, that you probably haven't met yet. Six of Pentacles is a Taurus card, so reciprocity. Your Libra is learning about self-love. If this person has a child, they are going to try and make it work with the mother of the child, if that makes sense for anyone. That's going to be their first priority. If a child doesn't factor into it, this person needs to heal some issues with their own mother because that's going to recalibrate them. That's going to set them off on a better spiritual path. But Four of Swords, they're doing a lot of deep, deep thinking. Because, yeah, there's extreme sorrow in how they've approached something with multiple partners. They know they need to cut something off, but again, they're very fearful to do that because this person needs love. This person, and not for the right reasons. There's codependency here, or there's addiction issues to feeling like it's like their self-worth is validated by receiving love from others. And again, there's no judgment. It's very heavy. Your person is very sad. They could have been abused as a child. Again, they could have had really severe damage done to them as a child, and it's really kind of fucked up how they view relationships. My heart does go out to your person in a sense, but I'm also not justifying what they're doing to you because it does sort of seem like they're keeping you hanging. If there's a Cancer involved in this situation, the Cancer is being highlighted here as the one that's going to be... The one that is going to receive is the Cancer. Again, these are very positive cards, so if you are dealing with a Cancer, Virgo, then probably they're going to offer their cup of love to you. But even so, they need to sever something else off with their other person. A lot of female energy here too, so this could be same-sex couples, etc., etc. A lot of cards. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Wedding, this situation involves marriage. Yes, again, your person could be married, or you could be married, Virgo. Trust, this situation is calling for you to have faith. If some of you are looking at this thinking, oh my God, this is so messy, how can I ever rebuild from this? If you're not signed, sealed, and delivered and that you're wanting to pursue it with this person, this could indicate that your spirit, God, your spirit guide, your angels are trying to usher in new love to you. So in a sense, this is also saying, trust that the universe has got you. They do know what is best for you. The universe really doesn't want you to be sad and to have to struggle and to force someone to do something, right? It's almost like if you release control and give it to God, the wheel will turn in your favor and your fortune, but it may not be the exact results you were anticipating. That doesn't mean you're not going to be happy though. And then worth waiting for, divine timing is at work in your love life. Boom. All right, let's finish this off with some zodiac signs. For Virgo's reading, trust your intuition too. Intuition doesn't come from a place of keeping you stuck out of fear. Your intuition would never tell you to wait because of a lack of, this is the only person who will ever love me. That's not your intuition, that's fear. Your intuition is made based on decisions that you intuitively feel, but there's no fear attached to it. It's a trigger of something that you've already experienced either in your past or in a past life that is informing you of decisions to make, and it's always wanting you to act with self-love, with self-care, with integrity for yourself, honoring your emotions, honoring your value, honoring your worth. All right, Virgo. Cancer, Pisces, another Virgo, could be you as well, Leo, and Scorpio. Yeah, you have a lot of water signs coming up. So if you're not currently with a water sign, and I don't think most of you are, you might be moving towards a water sign, particularly a water sign from your past. There could be a reconciliation or a reunion. It would not be this person we've already read for, or again, maybe a Sagittarius. All right, that's what I got for you guys. Please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below if any of this resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Virgo.